Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching Godzilla by Ronald Emmerich. Emmerich is one of my guilty pleasure directors. He made a lot of films that I really enjoy, like Independence Day, The Day After Tomorrow, 2012, and White House Down. He also made 10,000 BC and the Independence Day sequel, which were objectively horrible. I still haven't seen a couple of famous films he made, like The Patriot, Stargate, or Universal Soldier, so if they are worth reviewing on the channel, do let me know. His films are very entertaining, but they kind of lack logic. I mean it in a good way though, I guess. Sometimes you just want to shut off your brain and just enjoy seeing things blow up spectacularly. I compare him to Michael Bay in that way. They're both primarily entertainers and they're very good at their jobs. About this movie, about the 98 Godzilla, I definitely did see this movie running on TV over the years. I was about, what, 9 or 10 when the movie came out. So I don't remember anything about it, except maybe I think Matthew Broderick is starring in it, if I recall correctly. I know that this is not the original adaptation. Godzilla is a Japanese IP. So do let me know which Godzilla film is considered the definitive version, because I know the Japanese have been making Godzilla films since the 50s or 60s or something. I did watch the 2014 version and I thought it was pretty average, to be honest. Regardless, I'm excited to see a Ronald Emmerich guilty pleasure film. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reviews and reactions to this movie, and over 170 movies, TV shows, early access, and weekly polls for what to watch next. You'll need your own copy to watch along, of course. The link's in the description below, by the way. Please consider a Patreon. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video, dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. Godzilla, Emmerich. Let's go. This intro kind of reminds me of a famous film that I haven't seen but I know and heard quite about, Metropolis from 1920. I actually own the film, but I haven't seen it. And it stars Matthew Broderick. I knew it. Ooh, Jean Reno. He was a big star, especially in the 90s. He made Leon the Professional in 94, which I watched on the channel. And it stars Hank Azaria as well, Homer from The Simpsons. Explosion. I think it's making sense now. So it's from nuclear fallout. So they're mutated. We're focusing on a mutated egg, I presume. Ronald Emmerich. I think he's coming up with a new movie, Moonfall. I can't wait to see it. I know it'll be horrible, at least when it comes to critical analysis, but I'm sure it'll also be entertaining. We're about to see a Godzilla attack. We already hear it. I already know not to take this film too seriously, because I don't expect too much logic to be applied in a Emmerich film. Whatever happened to Matthew Broderick? He was so big in the 80s and 90s. War Games, which I watched on the channel, by the way. Chernobyl. Is he playing a scientist of sorts? Studying radiation? That's either a wife or girlfriend. Hey!
But my work here isn't finished.
It is now.
You're being assigned to the Godzilla case.
Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres survivants?
Survivor.
Non, monsieur, un seul. Il a eu beaucoup de chance.
Oh, there's only one survivor from that boat attack. Jean Reno. He's clearly suffering from shell shock.
Gojira.
Gojira! That's like the original pronunciation for Godzilla, Gojira.
Gojira.
Panama. There are so many different locations in the first 10 minutes. Chernobyl, Tahiti, Panama.
Hey, Dr. Nico Papadopoulos? It's the Topolis. Whatever.
Do you know you've interrupted a 3-year study of the Chernobyl earthworm?
The radioactive contamination in that area has mutated the earthworm's DNA.
Here's your sample. Study it.
What sample? Where is it? I don't see it.
Nice. And the music crescendos with the reveal.
Those were footprints, right?
Yes, they were.
Directors like Ronald Emmerich or Michael Bay, they don't have any static shots. Every single one of their shots have to be moving, have to be flowing. That's something I noticed from both these directors.
Speak of the devil. What?
Oh, this looks like the girlfriend.
Serious? He's gonna consider me for the job? What else did he say?
Well, why don't we talk about it over dinner tonight?
3, 2.
Hello, New York. Today at 5, we'll ask Fat Pat, when will this rain in?
And the new location, Jamaica.
A girlfriend or...
No.
Audrey wasn't a girlfriend, she's an ex-girlfriend.
Well, you may be the wrong man for the job, but I think you're cute.
I like her, she's being direct. It's the Japanese ship.
Sergeant, get those people out of there.
They're with me.
Oh, Jean Reno again. Organic material. Eastern Seaboard, US. I think Emmerich is jumping to too many locations.
Yo, how can we stop? Are the nets full? I don't think so.
They're all going to die, aren't they? Whoa. From a production standpoint, this is very impressive. I mean, that's what he's good at.
Some type of enormous reptile that we believe died out in the Cretaceous period.
So where's it been hiding the last 60 million years?
They think it's a dinosaur.
A hybrid caused by the fallout on these islands.
Uh-huh. Like your earthworms?
Yes.
Mutations happen in just a couple of years, especially to these sizes. Oh man. Hank Azaria.
His life sucks.
Because I'm married to you.
What a talented and versatile actor.
You're a nice person, you know? Nice guys finish last.
So she's not a confident character, so I expect her to become a very confident character by the end of the film.
He was my college sweetie. Wow, he looks so handsome on TV.
There seems to be an unusually tight security around the crash site.
Every time we see isolated characters like this, Godzilla makes an appearance. Are we finally going to get a clear look at the creature? Very cool. Look at the size of that thing. I mean, it's clearly CGI, but it's not bad CGI, to be honest. It looks fairly realistic for 1998. Is the mayor supposed to be a ripoff of Roger Ebert? I know Roger Ebert really wrote bad reviews for Independence Day. It might be a way for Emmerich to be taking revenge on Ebert, which I find hilarious. I might be wrong as well.
I just don't give a rat's ass about a war in some country whose name I can't even pronounce. How about a real story?
Ugh, tell me that's not another parade.
I don't think that's a parade.
I don't think parades sound like that.
What's that?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty decent CGI if you ask me. What an idiot. He's lucky as I didn't expect him to survive, honestly, because his stupidity is off the charts.
But like no other island in the world, this is a place where he can easily hide.
Can he?
That indicates that there is a dinosaur loose.
They still think it's a dinosaur.
The Warner Brothers and Disney stores have been totally cleared out by looters.
And it's funny because this film was published by Sony, so they're taking a jab at Warner Bros. And Disney.
Didn't we agree that we weren't going to have any sweets until after the election?
Back off, Jane.
Wait, I'm pretty sure it's Roger Ebert, because that dude is Gene, so that's Gene Siskel. Ebert and Siskel. Okay.
You call this coffee?
I call this America.
You don't know for sure!
Mr. Mayor, we cannot give the all clear until each and every one of these buildings has been checked.
Lieutenant Anderson and his men found this afternoon.
Well, when I had to catch earthworms, I knew that the best way to get them was not to dig them out, but to draw them out. All we need to do is to find out what he needs.
Yeah, food.
You said this was French roast.
Oh. They're trying to lure in Godzilla with massive amounts of fish. Wouldn't the sound be escaping regardless of some manhole, considering the size of Godzilla? Okay, that's huge. And I have to admit, the CGI isn't half bad for a film from '98. It's funny how it's ignoring so many humans to get to the fish.
We need bigger guns.
I think this line was a callback to Jaws. I think we're gonna need a bigger boat. Oh no, what a stupid move by the humans. I mean, these shots are very cool of the helicopters following Godzilla, but couldn't they just do it from above and just shoot from above instead of following it through the city? Oh man. That's another thing with Ronald Emmerich. He loves to blow up.
I think we got him.
Oh man, I love practical explosions.
We've lost Echo 1 and 2, sir.
Awesome. That's just great.
You've caused more damage than that goddamn thing did!
All right, Mayor, calm down. Have some candy.
No, I don't want any candy. Leave me alone.
Roger Ebert. That was a nice shot. And I presume they lost him already again. Oh, they're finally going to meet.
So you made it.
What?
You're a reporter, huh?
You're still mad at me?
Yeah, I guess I am still a little mad.
That was 8 years ago.
Oh, quite some time has passed.
He's pregnant.
Oh, there are two of them?
Not if he reproduces asexually.
Ooh.
Where's the fun in that?
I don't think it's about fun, lady.
He's nesting.
Nesting?
Yes.
Looks like she sees that he's still clearly not over her. First sighting top secret.
Nothing down here. Nothing at all.
Then how can it be pregnant? What is this, the virgin lizard?
No, it reproduces asexually. He's not collecting all his food just for himself. He's preparing to feed his young.
That's what Japanese sailors called him in song, a mythological sea dragon who filled their hearts with fear.
Oh my god! You stole my report!
The Cayman character stole her report. She got screwed over for screwing over Nick.
You went to the press with this?
No.
You're officially off this project as of now.
I mean, he does feel justifiably betrayed at this point.
Make sure that Hicks finds that nest.
You're leaving? Why?
Why? You're asking why?
You were supposed to be my friend. I trusted you.
I just couldn't tell you I'm a failure.
I mean, if that's your attempt to gain some sympathy, it's not working on me, unfortunately.
Hey, I know you, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, you're that insurance guy.
Agent Philippe Roche,
So he's French intelligence?
French Secret Service.
There you go. That makes more sense.
This is America. You can't buy anything.
Another jab at the US.
It is my job to protect my country. Sometimes I must even protect it from itself. From mistakes we've made.
Talking about the nuclear tests in the Pacific?
Yes.
Ah, so they were partly responsible.
Oh, what have I done, animal? What have I become? They're going after the nest.
If he finds it, I think that you should be the one that lets the whole world know.
What's with the chewing gum?
Makes us look more American.
What about these uniforms you're wearing? Oh man, that's hilarious. And the character of Godzilla doesn't seem to have any personality to it. Because I saw the 2014 adaptation, I think I saw Godzilla vs. Kong or something, where Godzilla was shown to have some sort of personality.
All right, keep it moving.
Well, thank you very much.
We've already established small arms fire does nothing to this massive creature, so why are they aiming their tiny ass guns at it? I think Godzilla sensed that it was a trap. Oh, look at the number of helicopters on screen. Ooh, nice shot.
Make final preparations. Prepare.
Sir, the target's heading right at us. All back full. Sir, all back full.
The missiles are coming around to hit them. Oh man.
What?
Oh man, okay. And now they're firing towards Manhattan. Is it a good idea to celebrate this early? Oh? It's the eggs.
3 eggs.
Well, that's more than a dozen. Dude, that's like over 100 eggs. I mean, yeah, that's a good idea, blowing up the eggs. That'll not cause Godzilla to get more angry. Don't tell me it's going to hatch like right now. Are we actually going to see tiny Zillas? They're already hatching. And they're all hatching at the same time.
We smell like the fish.
I think we should leave now.
I think that's a good idea.
Lots with us now! We have to keep them contained inside!
Where thousands of angry refugees are demanding to be let back into the city.
That I believe. A lot of deniers. No, there's no Godzilla. Let me go back to the city to die.
What if Nick is right and we blow this whole thing? Sir, this could be the only chance we have to do something about it.
Come on, listen to reason.
My men and I will hold him here. You'll have to go and get help.
Okay. I mean, I know these scenes are meant to be like super serious or something, but Ronald Emmerich played with too much comedy in this film. I mean, this is meant to be comedy, right? Like, what else are you supposed to think? How are you supposed to take this seriously at all? I don't think you're meant to.
I know a way. I know how we can get a message to the outside.
Oh, come on, come on!
All right, we'll go live, huh, Audrey? We'll broadcast right from in here.
I'm not putting you on live.
I don't think he's gonna do it.
Oh, yes, he will.
This is Audrey's opportunity to become famous.
When their food supply runs out here, they will attempt to hunt down food of their own outside of this nest.
So I guess your theory of the creature nesting turned out to be correct after all.
I want you to blow up Madison Square Garden.
Ooh, 6 minutes.
Nick, come on!
They've eaten all the fish.
Ooh. Wow. I mean, the CGI is average, but the shot is pretty cool. Yeah, this is very believable, guys. Very believable.
You win.
Oh, yes! This is what Emmerich does best. He's so good at blowing things up. Great stuff. I think this particular scene was worth the entry ticket. I don't think this moment is very well earned. I don't think Godzilla is dead for a second. I mean, we're getting a moment of false relief. There you go. I already hear it. There he is.
Running would be a good idea.
Let's go, man!
But somehow, Godzilla's figured out that these four are responsible for all the death and is actively chasing them. How did they kill Godzilla though?
He's back. Godzilla is still alive.
Wow, I like that. That was pretty impressive. Oh. How are they surviving this then? Like I said before, just leaps of logic. Ooh. Putting logic aside, I like these shots.
He's caught in the suspension cables. Do it now. Roger that.
Look like that partially worked. And for the first time in the film, there's absolute silence. Wait, what? Did they just pull a Terminator when the lights go out? How's there a light inside those eyes? And somehow we hear cheering.
It's my husband! Oh my... I'm gonna kill him!
I mean, she hasn't noticed the husband's been missing for hours.
It's a magnificent idea.
You know what I think about you and your campaign?
Dude, that is Roger Ebert. The thumbs down thing, thumbs up thing, that's something that Ebert and Siskel do.
Just remember you work for me, okay?
Not anymore, Chuck. I quit.
That wasn't unexpected at all.
You take the tape out of the camera?
No.
Jean Reno did.
Tell your friends I will send the tape after I removed a few items from it.
I understand.
Don't tell me one of the X survived. I guess that would make sense because Emmerich would want to set up a sequel, right? And it did. I knew it. I know there's no sequel to this film. Nice. This was entertainment and nothing more. Okay, I took a little time to collect my thoughts. First off, let me begin by saying the movie was entertaining. Ronald Emmerich did exactly what we expected from him, provide us with mindless entertainment. Apart from the spectacle, some great action sequences, crazy destruction, and good sound design, I don't think there is too much under the surface here. There were huge leaps of logic in the story. The way Godzilla was portrayed as just a mindless creature was pretty weak. Some of the characters were not well utilized or written, like Audrey or Mr. French, John Reno's character, I mean. And the CGI was hit and miss at best. Let's start with the directing by Ronald Emmerich and the writing by him and Dean Devlin. The beginning of the film was very intriguing enough, with a bunch of smaller attacks by an unknown creature. We quickly learn that it's actually a new species mutated by nuclear tests from Dr. Nick, played by Matthew Broderick. Let's get one thing straight. Neither evolution or mutation, they don't work that way. They take a long time to manifest. Such big changes. And here we see iguanas turn into Godzilla in the matter of years. We see the eggs that Godzilla laid just hatch in the matter of what, a day? There's no gestation period. What's up with that? Okay, putting that leap of logic aside, we see Godzilla choosing New York as his nest for some reason. One of the most populated, most densest cities in the world with a ton of infrastructure. That makes sense. Instead of choosing anywhere, really. Emmerich loves his landmarks. That's the only explanation here. Putting that aside too, we see the US military try and fail in killing Godzilla separate times with small arms fire and missiles. They fail a bunch of times, and I really wonder what they aim to achieve doing the same thing over and over again. Isn't that the definition of insanity? Anyways, this time around we also get introduced to Jean Reno's character. I think his name was Roach. I'm just going to call him Mr. French because I think they only say his name once in the entire film. I don't know why this character was needed in the movie in the first place. Don't get me wrong, I love Jean Reno and his acting. I'm talking about his character, who I thought was pretty poorly written and misutilized. He was continuously taking jab at American culture, and I failed to see what Emmerich was trying to achieve with that. What was the point? And speaking of the point, I don't think his character was necessary in the film at all. His storyline didn't achieve anything of significance here. The explosives they bought to blow up the eggs weren't even used, as the US military ended up blowing up Madison Square Garden, so that was moot. I don't think his absence in this film would have made any difference in the final outcome, as everything he did could have and was done by Dr. Nick's character. Another poorly written character, in my opinion, was Audrey's. She was played by Maria Pitillo. Her performance was fine. I have no gripes against the actress. She was just reading from a script, but her character came off as somewhat weak and manipulatable. On the other hand, at least she had somewhat of a character arc compared to every other character in the movie. She started off unsure of herself and ended up quitting her job. So that's something. I still don't think I could forgive her character for screwing over Nick like that. Not only did she leave him without saying a single word, like ended the relationship 8 years ago, she just appeared in his life, stole his work, and tried to publish it to further her career, and just apologizes. And Nick just forgives her by the end. Dr. Nick was played by Matthew Broderick. His performance was fine, but his character was incredibly naive. I still don't understand why his character forgives Audrey, but that's a story for another day. Would you forgive her for doing something like that? I don't know. I don't think them getting together at the end was a very good payoff either. Let's talk about Godzilla for a second. The creature design was not bad in my opinion. It was okay. The issue I had with it was the fact that it was no more than a primal creature. It had no personality or agency of its own. I guess that was the point by Emmerich here. It's just an animal, wanted to lay its eggs and do its thing, but on the other hand, it didn't help anything narratively. I always saw Godzilla as an anti-hero type character, I guess, but there was nothing of substance here, just pure destruction. And honestly speaking, that's one thing I really liked about this film. The destruction. That aspect of this film was excellent. And that's where Emmerich really shines. The destruction of Manhattan was great to watch. The explosions, the sheer size of Godzilla, and some of the chase scenes of the helicopters chasing Godzilla on eye level, that was very entertaining to watch, but very devoid of logic. I mean, they could have just flown up. It's a helicopter. Just go vertical. It's not like Godzilla could fly or anything. I thought the sets and props of the film were fairly well made. The mini-Zilla creatures were well designed, especially the practical props made of them. The hatching scene in particular was entertaining, and the CGI was good for the most part, especially at the beginning of the film, but it was kind of a hit and miss situation for me. Any CGI shot with a lot of light looked extremely fake, especially the shadows and the subsurface scattering work in the lighting. I guess that's why Emmerich almost exclusively chose to show the creatures at nighttime to hide the faults in the CGI, if that makes any sense. The movement animations of the creatures were fairly decent, so no complaints there. The writing of the film was extremely weak, but the directing by Emmerich was exactly what you'd expect from him. Competent. That's the word I use, competent. I do have one question for you guys though. Why did the F-18 missiles kill Godzilla and not the submarine missiles? Aren't subs supposed to have even more powerful missiles than aerial missiles? I don't know. Do let me know in the comments. As I have talked about my criticism extensively, overall, Godzilla was a fairly entertaining but poorly written movie. Please don't go into this film for the writing or the crazy leaps of logic. If you shut off your brain and just expect spectacle and entertainment, you'll have a good time. But I wouldn't expect anything beyond that. The performances were okay. Godzilla was shown to be nothing more than a primal beast, and I don't think it was a good homage to the original Japanese character. I will say that if you can look past all that, you'll enjoy your time with this movie. I'm not sure I really recommend this film, but if you want to see brainless entertainment, you're at the right place. You won't go wrong with this one. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page. Consider being a patron. Subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video. Dislike it if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.